I believe I said this in another video, God knows how long ago, that I wanted to do, I used was it Webtoons or Webtoon app? I could exit out of this and look, but I'm not going to. I'll have to correct it in the description or whatever. Anyway, that I used, like, the Webtoons app. And one of the stories I read on there is the Remarried Empress. Pretty popular series. And, I really like it. The art is so beautiful, and the story is so good. I don't know if I pronounced their names correctly, though. Anyway, so basically, the story of the Remarried Empress is, it opens up with her being remarried. However, it's going to take like 80 episodes for it to actually fucking happen, so buckle the fuck in. Okay? And as each episode progresses, you're going to want to stab some people. And there are two names you're going to hear a lot in the comments if you read the comments. It's Soda Shit and Trashta. There are antagonists, if you will. Okay, so the story is about Navier, who is the Empress of the Eastern Empire, and Saveshu, who is the Emperor of the Eastern Empire. They are married, obviously. And basically what happens after, like, that teaser of, like, what's going to happen later on happens, we get to, like, the actual beginning. And they're already married. They've been married for a couple of years. They don't say how long they've been married, though. Now I think about it. They never say, like, oh, we're married so-and-so years. No, it's just like, we've been married for a while. And every time I say it, I'm like, so how long have you been married? But apparently they've known each other since childhood. They've been engaged since childhood. So they always knew they were going to be married. And it was kind of like a marriage of convenience, but they were, like, kind of best friends. They got along really well. So even though it's like a marriage of convenience, they're still considerably lucky, considering the ability probably never really had a good relationship with each other in history, but, you know. Anyway, so Navier's kind of like our main protagonist. And basically, it opens with Svishu comes back from, like, a hunting trip and apparently has caught a girl in his trap. And he just is straight up a cunt right away. Like, you tell he was a good person at one point. But right when this bitch Rashta shows up, or as everyone in the comments, including me, calls her Trashta, she shows up, and the thing I don't get is why he just outright fucking, like, gets offended. Because, like, her ladies in waiting or whatever immediately kind of come to her and say, hey, like, this emperor, or the emperor, his majesty, whatever the fuck they call him, is, came back with a girl. And, he's already, like, he was super worried about her, and Navier first is like, okay, what's strange about that? You know, she accidentally got caught in his traps, she could be hurt. No, I don't see why that's... I should probably, Navier is very, she's very good at putting up a mask. She is the very definition of the queen you want, who cares far more about her country and her subjects than she does herself. So, if she wants to cry or scream or get angry or throw a fit, she's not going to. She's going to put on her mask and act like a queen, literally. Not exactly true for some other people in this fucking story. They're kind of like, you should be worried about her, and because they actually do fucking care about the Empress, it seems, and, like, she's very pretty. This is, just keep an eye out. And she's like, I trust him. She's probably just worried about the chick. And right away, she asks him at dinner, hey, I heard you got this. And she's not even being mean or snippy or any way about it, just saying, hey, I heard this happened. And right away, he cops an attitude. Like, the kind of attitude someone would have if they were guilty of maybe checking out someone, like, very obvious he should not have this attitude. There's no reason. She's not being snippy. She's not insinuating anything. She's just making conversation. She is the queen of this fucking empire. Or the empress. And, so yeah, he right away, snippy little shit, says, don't bring it up. We barely get to see each other, and you're bringing this up. I don't see why it matters. And she's like... And she notices right away, that tone, okay, it's a warning, don't bring it up again. So already she's like, okay. And basically, that's this fucking story is any time some shit happens, he'll blame her. He'll be a dick to her. he'll brave other people over her, and it just keeps progressively worse over this series to the point that, like, every episode you want to strangle this motherfucker. But, and, yeah, so I just finished the first season. There's the second season. I haven't read it yet. But, this story made me cry, like, sniveling, gotta blow my nose, because my eyes are running, and into my eyes run, my nose runs. Like, it fucked me up pretty good. Because it's just seeing the way he treats her is horrible. And the thing is, it's so fucking stupid, because yeah, you can be attracted to someone, but she's never, the entire series, even up to what I've read now, been snippy, or rude, or mean, or done anything to him or her. To the whore, let's be honest. I meant her, but it came out her. Might as well call her a whore. But Trash is such a bitch. And the most annoying part of her isn't just that she's a bitch. She's one of those characters that doesn't realize what a cunt she's been over the series, and she sobs at everything. She's that character that bitches and moans at everything, and everyone's attacking her, and she's a victim. You're gonna want to kill her. And honestly, by the time I got to the end of the first season, I don't know who I wanted to punch more. Silvishu, or Rashta, Trashta. Because at some point, well, I still fucking hated Trashta. I actually just wanted to punch Silvishu more than anyone else, because, oh my god. He's... But, like, you're gonna see her get betrayed, you're gonna see her feel miserable and kind of treated like shit. And while he's never physically abusive to her, he is, in a sense, kind of emotionally abusive to her over the series. And it's ridiculous, because no matter what she says, he won't even hear her out. And it gets more and more painful watching this person, by the end of the series, still seeing all the shit that's happened to her, and it's the fucking nerve of this man and that woman, I swear to God. And then just her still being this empress, that she clearly deserves to be. Because she definitely put in the hard work and has the actual care to take care of the empire and the people in it. Where at some point it's very clear Silvishu is too selfish, and it feels far more like he's focusing on his mistress. It's pretty fucking early that he'll make her his mistress, so it's just, it's frustrating. It's really frustrating. It's a rewarding experience, but it's just, fuck's sake. Progressively, like, oh my god, if you just read the comments, like, literally every comment, there's at least one that's like, can't wait for that divorce episode. Can't wait for that divorce episode. When's it coming? I need to go back and read that episode just to make myself deal with the rest of it. I'm liking these comments like, yeah, I hadn't gone back to read the first one because I can't go back and read that first episode. I need to just keep pushing because this one's fucking me up. Anyway, as you can probably tell, my favorite character is obviously the Empress, Navier. And of course, we do have some options. We have Henry. I don't know if it's Henry or Henry. It looks like it's spelled Henry. But you pronounce it how the fuck you want to pronounce it, I don't know. But if we're just comparing Henry to Silvishu, I definitely would prefer Henry. Because both of them are attractive men, but Henry just has this special just damn about him. As well as just like Silvishu just kind of feels like, I don't know, but like I feel like just barely knowing any of them, like I feel like Silvishu and Henry, if we're comparing who's better for a throne, already I'm preferring Henry. Because at the very least, while he does like Navier, he never let that fuck up his plans. At least it doesn't look like it by the end of the series. So he seems to know what he's doing. But, anyway, I didn't really introduce who Henry is. Henry, at the start, is the prince of the Western Empire, or the Western Kingdom. So we have the Eastern Empire, the Western Kingdom, and then we do have a mention of, like, the Southern Kingdom, but we haven't really gone over much. And then there's, like, Loopt, which is, like, this desert country that they kind of are trying to enter into trade with the Eastern Emperor, who is where we take most of the story. And, yeah, I don't know. It's just, I really like it. I really think you should go read it. It's fabulous. I love it so much. The art is so pretty. And, oh my god, the outfits they have Navier wear Like, even, I fucking hate Ratchet, but even she has some pretty outfits every once in a while. Navier just looks good in everything. My god, this woman's so beautiful. Anyway, as you can tell, I kind of simp for this series. Seriously, go check it out if you have the Webtoon sets. I seriously need to correct all the fucking the fucking comments. The fucking description, there we go. Have you checked this one out? What are some ones that have you've been reading? Wow, I'm dumb. What are some other stories, if you use the Webtoon apps, that you are reading? I do know of a few. I'm reading quite a few. Dear God, I'm reading so many that have been recommended on like the homepage or whatever, as well as ones that not necessarily have. And I want to do more like reviews, talks, whatever you want to call us on it. But this is like like I have finished other ones. Like I guess the first other one like I finished like the first season of is, it was like, it used to be called like was it Reborn into a BL as a villain in a BL novel or something? Now it's called like Ethereal Madness, I think, or something, which is also super gorgeous, and I will do a review for that. I just finished the first season of that, but I feel like I just want to keep going. I don't want to stop and do the first season of it. I want to do like a whole thing of it. I don't know. God damn it. Sorry. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, check out my videos, and definitely check out this Webtoon. It is fantastic. Goodbye.